In penalty shootout, coaches don't choose, players indicate. So if Bruno Yemechi came out, Chukwueze came out, yes, they are supposed to go there and hit penalty the way penalty is being hit.
My brothers, Samuel Chukwueze. I don't know what we go do that boy. He has been up and down. He's not focused. He's like a difficult attitude towards his game and off and on the pitch. He has disappointed me. I believe he must have disappointed you too. But I'm starting with Chima. He's on my left and Abat on my right. But Chima, Samuel Chukwueze's attitude towards his penalty take, or even towards the AFCON generally, how has he performed so far?
I don't believe that there will be a day where I'm going to praise Nwabali so well, because I've seen his performance so far in this tournament, not even in this tournament alone. For a while now, he has not been doing so well. A lot of mistakes for me. But in this game against Morocco, I think Nwabali really came to the party. He dressed very well. He came to this party very well, shined his shoe and everything. So, but coming to the penalty shooter, we all know that it's Nwabali's game. When it comes to the penalty, it's an specialty. That's his specialty. He's an African goalkeeper. And then he has that antics of, catching penalty, because the positioning, the way you always stand in the middle of the post, when you want to kick, you will not know the exact place he's diving to. Which we all knew that with this penalty come to play, nobody was going to catch at least one. We know Bruno too. A very good penalty taker too. So what you now play in would have been the person that will score or that will try to score more. So I feel like, first of all, these guys, there was no morale in that team against this Morocco. No morale. Before that penalty shot, there was no morale. Any day you are meant to lose a game, that is how it will always be. If you are meant to, if you are a footballer, if you are a coach, you will understand what I'm talking about. If you are meant to lose a game, you will know that from the beginning of the game, even from that penalty shooter, you already know that this Super Eagles game, I've already concluded to lose this game because the spirit was not there. The stadium has overwhelmed the whole players. The pressure was too much for them. All of those things. So Chukwueze now, like Mr. Abba said, when the camera was showing him, it was not concentrated because when they were around, outside the, if you check, nobody was delaying because penalty, like, he knew quite well that he was going to catch a penalty. Now, I don't know if there was a communication between what is it called, Chukwueze and Eritrea. Maybe in training he had been scoring penalties. I don't know. Maybe bringing him on was for penalty take. I don't know. Or maybe just to come and kill the time. I don't know. But as a captain, they handed Moses Simon the captain band. And then in penalty shootout, the goalkeeper now is not the captain. In the penalty shootout, goalkeeper are always the captain because you are the one to meet with the referee. You are the one to decide who take first, or all of those things. Like, even if you are there, the captain might be there. But in terms of penalty shootout, if there's a morale, nobody as a goalkeeper have already given Super Eagles the morale. I believe that before going to the post, we will have told them, guy, I go catch one. I beg Mona try score for me. Now, you went as a goalkeeper, you caught one of those penalties. The next player that should have gone for that penalty will have prepared his mind to give Nigeria that advantage. Then why did Chukwueze go? Maybe other players refused.
Maybe he indicated his interest in playing.
Maybe he indicated that I want to play, or maybe other players feel like they were going back, because now this comes with a lot of morale. If you are in the field of play, if I'm in the field of play now, there's penalty shooter. If you are the captain of the team, you should sometimes, there are some players that they are good in penalty, but they will not want to take. You point them, go and play this penalty. But in that Super Eagles case, I don't know. That is why most times I talk about unity and I talk about love and I talk about respect. If you have respect for your teammate, not shouting at your player or not having issues with your teammate, in cases like this, the skipper talks and everybody will respect that skipper. Whoever the armband is on him, or the goalkeeper can say, okay, bro, look at this look at this boy. I bet you go play. Simon should have been the one to go and play that penalty. As a captain, he should have been the one to go and play that penalty at that moment. Or one of the biggest senior player on the field of play to go and play, or maybe Alessi Iwobi said will have gone there to play that ball as a midfielder, but then they left it for Chukwueze, which I did not know what transpired in that play. Are you getting? So that is why I don't want to blame Chukwueze much. Nobody did his own job as a goalkeeper, but I believe that in that aspect, the morale, our captain, our team let us down in that aspect, because penalty taker in this type of day, you have to breathe in and breathe out. You choose the right person to go, even if that right person misses it, that blame, that atmosphere will be quite different. But now they have put Chukwueze to the for fans to drag Chukwueze because himself contributed to it.
Because you not even hit the ball well. You don't even play the ball as if you wanted to play.
At least that gum he was chewing before that game contributed very, very well to the way he kicked that ball. So I did believe Chukwueze just went there, even threw away the gum at that point on his time. Relax, breathe in, breathe out. Knowing even if you miss the ball or balloon, everybody will understand and then you feel the pain. But for Nwabali did his best in that game, saving Nigeria into that penalty shooter. Then doing the penalty, catching one penalty. Then what do you expect him to do again? Nothing more.
Albert, Chukwueze's attitude towards his penalty. What do you like of that?
There's not much about it, but I just want to key in everything. The Richel, our coach, his statements going to the mosque to pray. Prayer is good, but prayer without action is total. You understand? Then, before the penalty shootout, the pep talk they were having, camera was picturing the players' faces. You could see that Samuel Chukwueze was not even concentrating. Was laughing, doing something else and all of that. Where I was watching the game, people started saying, is this guy not part of the team? Why is he behaving as if he's not part of the team? So it was there even eyebrows started raising as if he's not happy being on the bench over time. Now brings me to the penalty proper. Now, Michel Basoli, Cote d'Ivoire versus Nigeria, US 94. He came to the penalty spot.
Basole.
Yes, he kicked the ball up, juggled the ball. Maybe it's a way of threatening Peter Rufai. When he set the ball, he hit the ball hit the bar. He held his head. He couldn't even move. Remorse. Now, Samuel Chukwueze stepped to the podium. He picked up the ball, set the ball. He was chewing gum. Camera was beckoning on him. He was chewing the gum. In his face, there was no seriousness, no nothing. He set the ball. Even a female goalkeeper, a Falcons goalkeeper that is pregnant could catch that ball.
You're talking about, I said my grandmother can catch that
ball.
A
Falcons goalkeeper that is pregnant,
my grandmother
can catch that ball. Now, it is not owing to the fact that a player don't miss penalty. The Justin Fontaine, the greatest player in the world, the Ronaldo, all of them, they miss penalty because we are human. There's no way we can get to perfection. We are only pursuing perfection in all our level of professionalism or whatsoever. But the attitude Chukwueze put up, it really indicates that there is something happening somewhere. Is he angry that he's been kept on the bench for a long period of time? Now, when he lost that penalty, there was no remorse. Don't forget, the Moroccan guy that first lost the penalty, he fell to the ground. He was crying. It shows that he's remorseful. Why did I miss his penalty? I want to deny not my team players, my own nation, not to get to the final. But Chukwueze lost the penalty. He was still chewing gum straight on the pitch because he believed in the next game they will still play him or he will be on the bench or be substituted. After the Nations Cup, they will still invite him. And that caused, where I was watching the game, let me be specific, in Surulere, in Lawansin, there was a big problem yesterday because some people came and said, he is Omo Igbo now. You know, with Nigerians and tribalism and the one Nigerian thing is always kept adrift when it has to do with things that has to do with football. It goes beyond that. But if Chukwueze has shown remorse, has reacted for his misses, it wouldn't look as if he's trying to show one big manism. Are you getting it? So I wouldn't know why he has put up that character. But I know there's something about Nigeria I really know. If something transpires, something happens, we may not know immediately. But as the time goes by in life, sometimes, someday, maybe when they might have retired, the truth of this miss and the loathing towards life that Chukwueze put up is going to show, or someone is going to say it to the crowd. But Chukwueze actually did not play. Though Onyemechi missed the penalty. Perhaps it's not a penalty, but there's something that is noteworthy of. In penalty shootouts, coaches don't choose. Players indicate. So if Bruno Onyemechi came out, Chukwueze came out, yes, they are supposed to go there and hit penalty the way penalty is being hit. Regardless of the fact that we miss penalty, human being miss penalty, accepted. But you hit it with determination, with vigor. This guy did not look up. He just hit it where his mind told him to. And the goalkeeper was there. Bono was there and collected the ball. You know, it was almost tilting out of the post. You saw it, I was talking. But it's not bad. Nigeria played. We got to the semi-final. We are out by penalty. But the attitude Chukwueze put up in that penalty is very, very bad to me. It's underwhelming.
Samuel Chukwueze's attitude towards his penalty kick was bad. And moreover, there was no force in the kick. He just came, kicked the ball.
You said your grandmother will get it now. So what is force again?
There was no force in the kick. He just came, hit the ball lackadaisically. Even my own grandmother from my mother's side would have kept it. Yeah, I don't know much about my father's side, but my grandmother from my mother's side would have still caught that ball. You understand me? But I was totally disappointed in Chukwueze. Chima, Nwabali saved the second penalty from the Moroccan side. We all hoped that Chukwueze coming, the next person that was going to shoot would have scored, so we would be a point ahead of the Moroccans. But unluckily, it was Chukwueze, the Chingom boy, that came and disappointed us. He's too annoying. So what else do you think we can chip in about Samuel Chukwueze, your namesake?
Chukwueze have done well so far in the AFCON. Totally, if I must rate Chukwueze, he has done well. Apart from the penalty miss, he has really done well. All the time he has been given to prove himself, at least he performed to his ability, and then creating of chances, playing on the field of play. But the only area where he made where I'm faulting him was the penalty shootout. They brought you in about 120 minutes or 117 minutes to come and play a penalty kick. I don't know the training they had in before this game, but I think Richel too. I watched one of his interviews before that match. One Nigerian journalist was asking him. I think she was asking him. It was a female journalist. Was asking Richel, "How are you preparing for penalty shootout?" Richel said, "I will go to the mosque and pray." So you giving that response, we were all thinking maybe it was just a joke or something like that. So, but then even before the game, you also said it that I will allow the Egyptians to play. I will give them
the Moroccans.
The Moroccans to play, rather. That I will give them the balls to play. All of those. So we were all thinking that it was a joke, but it all played out in the game. So, but Samuel Chukwueze coming to the penalty, no doubt there was tension in that game. Tension, but a player like Chukwueze that plays in Europe, anybody can miss penalty in Europe. Cristiano Ronaldo's, Messi's, great players, even Jorginho, the best penalty takers. Fernandez in Manchester United, they have all missed penalty. But the only difference between their penalty miss from Chukwueze's penalty miss was the attitude before a penalty shootout, before a penalty kick in that area, in that atmosphere, in that game of that kind of magnitude. You were chewing gum to the face of the camera, you were even blowing the gum serve outside. That was a very, very unprofessional attitude from a player of Chukwueze's caliber. Because in that kind of game, I don't know, maybe that is his way of killing tension or that is his way of killing pressure. But in that aspect, in that area, I feel like he should understand the country is playing for, that these are Nigerians. These guys will kill me if I play anyhow. But missing the penalty is not a problem. Anybody can miss penalty in that game, even if Nigeria, if Chukwueze did not miss, if we were meant to lose that penalty shootout, one of our players will still miss. But the attitude behind the missing of the penalty was very, very poor. Look at Bruno Onyemeti's penalty as well too. The keeper have already dived to the right, to the left-hand side. You did not even look up before kicking. The keeper already knew where he wanted to kick the ball to. Because it's a left footer, you could not even check the ball. Even while getting to the ball before you kick, if he has raised his head up, you will have seen that the keeper has gone to the left-hand side. You will have played the ball to the, or even tossed the ball to the middle. You will score, but he did not raise it. He just had in mind that I will play this ball to this angle, and the keeper already had in mind that the keeper did not even dive. The keeper went there to wait for him to kick that penalty. So for me, it was all due to tension and pressure, and then this is what we talk about. High occasions like this, big players, how to control your pressure. How will I blame Chukwueze? The big players on the field of play, the guys, Lookman them, Osimhen went out before the penalty. We don't have good penalty takers against Congo too. We lost a penalty shooter. Ajayi missed against Congo. He could not go there to play. The tension was so high. They were not in the game. If you're not playing well in the game, even Bassi too miss. If you're not playing well in the game, there's high tendency that you can miss a penalty. So everybody were running away from the responsibility. So if Chukwueze decide to go and play, he did not make a mistake. But the only mistake was the attitude, the nonchalant attitude he put up before the game.
Albert,
yeah,
you have anything to say about Chukwueze before we round up and go to the officiating?
Okay, see, first and foremost, I think the team actually did not practice on penalties. They didn't prepare for penalties coming into second round, because every team, when you progress towards second round, in some countries, in some nations, they have specific people that place penalty. Now, this is not classic to the fact that people that place penalty do not miss penalty. It's just like in a team, now you have people that play dead balls. Do not make them the best ball takers in the team, but it's just that it's an obligation, it's a duty. So some teams have people that place penalty. If Portugal have a penalty now, or Argentina have penalty in the course of a game, Messi steps in, or Ronaldo steps in. But when it is a stalemate in a tournament and they fall into 5 penalties, it's either Messi comes first or Ronaldo comes first or they come last. This is because of who they are in the team, the function they operate in the team. Now, this team has not been practicing penalty. That's why this thing happened. Now, Chukwueze, I am not heaping blames on him because anybody can miss penalty. But I'm heaping 100% blames on him because of his attitude towards the penalty. It seemed as if nothing will happen if he loses the penalty. Now, when he even lost the penalty, he was just walking down shambolically. He doesn't have time. He look as if nothing happened. He look as if he was just playing a backyard set, five aside. Are you getting it? So the thing, to me, I think there are things to this. I am still thinking it is owing to the fact that maybe he's kept on the bench for a long period of time and the time he was introduced into the game. Because I know very well in football, some people, when they give them 2 minutes to play, they are proud of it. They want to come inside and make a mark. Don't forget, in that same game, Nwabali gave us a lifeline. Are you getting it? Now, it shows his potential. I liken Nwabali to like someone like Abiodun Barua. Their presence in the post, yes, their presence on the goal post is always Goliathan. You understand? So that ball he even caught, I never expected that because the ball was a flaw. He came and he parried the ball to the far corner side. Are you getting it? So it was a lifeline. Chukwueze, even though he's going to miss that penalty, he would have put vigor in that penalty. He would have played it with you understand, precision. You understand, power on it. But he just played it as if nothing would happen. And even in the course of missing the penalty, he didn't even show any remorse. So I'm disappointed in what he did. Not owing to the fact that human being don't miss penalty or player don't miss penalty, but his attitude toward that penalty was completely underwhelming.
Anyway, Chukwueze's attitude towards the penalty has disappointed the Senate president, he has disappointed the president of Nigeria, and he has disappointed the 250 million Nigerians.